Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to Magdalene's Wish. I am here today for a Divine Masculine collective reading that the Divine Masculines have asked me to do for Twin Flames, and Spirit's asked me to do. I kind of started working on this actually a couple days ago and have just been real busy, so finishing this up today and going to finish this reading and do this for you guys. So the overall message that I've been getting from Divine Masculines is they're feeling a little bit abandoned by their Divine Feminines, and I understand because the Divine Feminines have been really frustrated and getting impatient. Divine Feminines have been working their butts off, doing their work and getting into alignment, doing a lot of their own soul work, and they're not seeing change in the 3D from their Divine Masculines. They're not hearing from them. There's, lack of communication in this group generally, for this collective group of Divine Masculine and Feminines that I'm reading for right now. And so the Divine Feminines are quite frustrated. A lot of them are frustrated. And a lot I feel in this group have surrendered to it, maybe given up on it, walked away. They're doing their own thing, which is good. But completely abandoning, giving up, walking away from their Divine Masculines is kind of the message that's coming through that they don't want. So they're wanting and needing more support, and Spirit agrees with this, that the Divine Masculines are really going through a hard time right now. A lot of them are going through a dark night of the soul. In fact, that was one of the cards that came up in this reading, was a Dark Night of the Soul card from my Lightworker deck, and that's the overall energy of Divine Masculines is, Tower moments and Dark Night of the Soul energy. Right now, 2018, the end of 2018 was the end of a 7-year cycle. Karmic cycle's ending. January is a transition month, okay, into the next 7-year cycle, which is about reinventing yourself and new beginnings and new paths. And we're in this transition phase right now, so it's difficult and it's confusing. And I think a lot of people are going through a lot of karmic cycles, and not ironically, today, it's the 11th, it's 1/11. I turned my computer on this morning, and on Facebook it had 111 people on the chat, and then I looked down and was like, oh, today's the 11th, so I see 111, 111. And today we're moving my mom to a nursing home later. It's early morning right now, but we're moving my mom to a nursing home today, so it's going to be tough on my family. My parents have been married 57 years, so it's going to be tough, but it's, a necessary step, so my mom can get the best care, and my dad can take care of his own health. But it's hard. It's the end of a karmic cycle, and it's letting go and accepting this change and, kind of moving forward. So there's a lot of fear. So a lot of people are just going through a lot of karmic ending cycles right now, including the Divine Masculines, and they're just really needing some love and support. So I'm going to jump into the reading. I did the Keepers of the Light Oracle, if you can kind of see that. It's an Ascended Master deck and it actually has several goddesses in it too, so it's an awesome deck. I use it a lot for more spiritual readings, but I was guided to use it today for the Divine Masculine reading. So the first card that came out, so I'm going to do tarot as well. These cards I already pulled ahead. The tarot I'm going to pull on camera. The first card that came out was Hilarion, and it's all green, and it says Divine Healing. So Divine Masculines are being, and it says honor your sensitivity, retreat to recharge and heal. So the retreat and recharge and healing is what they're really, really doing right now. They are in hermit mode. They are working on healing their childhood wounds, their parent wounds, the divine feminine works on their wounding and their healing of the relationship with their father, and that's a necessary part of the journey for twin flame unions to take place, is the divine feminine has to heal wounds with their father. So the divine masculines are working on mother wounds. So, you know, whatever abandonment, lack of love, or whatever it was that they went through in childhood, they're dealing with a lot of that right now. They're working on healing, and they're working on healing a lot of the past karmic pain, inner wounding. They're really going deep within, and they're really, like I said, they're going through dark night of the soul, and they're really going within and doing a lot of healing and going deep. And you know, the energies overall, we're going into a much more feminine age of Aquarius is where we're shifting into, which is a lot more softness and sensitivity. And for feminines, we're used to that. For masculines, they're not so used to that sensitivity and feeling more emotion, feeling pain and hurt and things that they've buried in the past. So these things are coming up for healing. They're being released. There's a lot of whatever it was that they have buried that they've been holding on to and just never really dealt with. They're dealing with it, and they're going deep, and they're not used to the pain. They're not used to feeling these deep emotions. The next card I got was Krishna, Devotion. It says, trust your spiritual guidance. Your commitment has been recognized. You are loved unconditionally. And the message coming through with this card is they are devoting themselves. For a large part, this group is devoting themselves to their healing, to their spiritual path and their journey and their awakening process. The other thing coming through with this is that they are asking for more devotion from their divine feminine. And I'm speaking in the 5D, okay? This reading is more, because this group is largely in separation. There might be a little bit of verbal 3D communication or, you know, messaging kind of thing, or email, but overall this group is in separation that I'm reading for. So this devotion is about 5D devotion, not giving up on the union, not giving up on them, believing in them. They're asking the divine feminine, please believe in me, please trust me, please support me, please help me. I take that back, not help. We're not supposed to help them. They have to do this on their own. But what they're asking for is for us to just send them love every day, connect with them, talk to them in the 5D, you know, with your mind telepathically. What I do with my divine masculine is I will just sit and talk to him, and let's show you a little technique that I do. And you can, you know, try this if you have a pendulum, or you can get a pendulum. And so I will talk to my divine masculine, and I will ask him, you know, how are you doing? Are you feeling strong today? And there, see, I gotta know. Are you fighting your fears? You know, yes. So you can sit there and kind of ask questions and get an idea of, you know, what they're dealing with or what they're feeling. When you use a pendulum, you just have to be careful not to overdo it. Ask your ego to step aside. Make sure your energy is clear, that you're not getting interference from any external interference sources. So you just have to be careful with the pendulum. If you don't do it, if your energy is not in a good place, or if you're feeling triggered, don't do it, because you're not going to get accurate answers, and it's just going to trigger you more. So be careful. But I'll communicate with my divine masculine, you know, and just kind of as if he's here, you know, and just have, you know, so I'll take a little bit of time each day and chat with him, and just check in with his energy and send him love and that. So they're asking for more devotion in that sense, just to, regardless of what's going on in the future, what's going on now, they are our counterpart. They're the other half of us. So to abandon, you have to think, they are us, right? So if we abandon them and just say, I give up, I want nothing to do with you, you know, screw you. If we have that attitude, you got to mirror that back. Remember, you're doing that to yourself. So if you abandon them and you're angry at them, they're never going to change. You know, they're not going to face their fears. They're never going to leave their karmic. They're never gonna. They just don't have it together. If we have that thinking and that attitude, then they're going to stay in that place. We're not helping them or the union. But mirror that to yourself, because there's somewhere where you're not being devoted or to yourself or trusting of yourself in your own journey, in your own path. So whatever it is that you are projecting or thinking of them, whatever judgment you have of them is a judgment of yourself. So just be very careful with your thoughts and judgment and how you see them, and mirror it back on yourself and work on that same thing, that same frustration or issue within yourself, and show more compassion to them. Be softer with them. And let me tell you, when I made that shift myself, because I was there, trust me, I was there. I was frustrated and angry with him. And, you know, once I accepted and understood things from a much higher level and focused on my own healing and self-love, and then connected with him in the 5D and started showing more love and support with him in the 5D, his energy shifted, things changed, and, you know, I have felt change. So it really is important how we see them and view them and think of them. The next card that I got is Kali. And Kali, it says facing fear, major spiritual changes are unfolding. This is your chance to soar. So they are, like I said, they're in Dark Night of the Soul. And this is very, like, she's got this bluish look to her. She reminds me in the Mexican culture of the, you know how they celebrate like Dias de los, I'm going to totally butcher this, Dias de los Muertos, death. It's a, the Day of the Dead on, is it November 1st, the day after Halloween? And they have this grayish, whitish, bluish, you know, makeup that they'll wear where they look, you know, dead, and this very dark kind of energy. And it kind of reminded me of that, and with the skulls and everything around her. And so they're facing, you know, death of their ego. They're facing death of things that no longer serve them. They're burning away things that no longer serve them. They're burning away their fears, karmic ties, karmic past, letting go of relationships, you know, behavior patterns, just whatever it is that is a burden to them, they're releasing, and they're facing fears. They're facing inner demons too. Their addictions are an issue with divine masculines, and a lot of them are facing and fighting addictions of any kind. It could be a behavior, it could be alcohol or a drug, it could be addiction to anything, it could be sex, it can be anything. And so they're dealing with that, and they're fighting that. The other thing that comes in is when they have these addictions, or when they, especially if they're drinking alcohol, especially hard liquor, what that does to your energetic field is it allows dark energies and entities to come in and attach. And I've had this issue with my twin, and we did energy work. I do Arcturian Reiki, and it completely removed all the attachments. But they get attachments. They get these demons literally that attach to them, and it causes doubt. It causes fear. It makes them continue to have this dysfunctional behavior or addiction. It keeps them off their path. So we have to understand what's going on and what's affecting them on their side. That if we're getting frustrated and giving up on them because they're not doing something, meanwhile they have these energetic attachments and dark energies attached to them, and if anything, they need our help and our prayers and healing to help, you know, get these off of them, so they can then connect with their truth and take the steps to move forward. With There's a lot of interference too, and I'm going to get into that in another card. But right now they are facing fears. The next card is Lady Nada, Heart Awakening, and she it says awaken and accept divine love, give and receive in balance. So their heart chakras are opening up. They've been receiving heart activations. They, like I said, the divine feminine energies are rising for everybody, regardless of your gender, and it's causing or generating heart chakra activations and heart opening. So, like the first card with the green, the green and the pink are both your colors for the heart chakra. Both of them are, and so their hearts are opening and they're sensitive. It's kind of like if you have an open wound and you put vinegar on it, it's going to really sting and burn. So they're feeling a lot of pain in their heart, but they're also feeling love in their heart, and they're opening up and they're tapping into their heart center, and they're trying to get out of their head and out of ego and into their heart space. They're fighting, they're working on going from head to heart, because they've been mostly in their head, in ego, in left brain thinking, and they are being forced to switch to right brain thinking, heart centered, thinking, so to speak. So their hearts are really opening up, and which means they're more receptive to us sending them love. And so they are open, they are more receptive to us energetically sending them love from our heart chakra. And we can do that. We can, in meditation, you can go in and you can just envision like the two of you in meditation space energetically. Envision like your heart either like pink or green, and just envision like a light that is just coming from them, and I'll do green, and then I'll envision my twin standing in front of me, and I'll just imagine this green beam of light going to him and connecting with his heart chakra, and I'll just tell him I'm sending you love, and then I'll wrap him in this green bubble, and almost imagine like I'm putting my arms around him and hugging him, and like with this green blanket of love, and just wrapping, and I'll just envision that I'm, that if he's sitting there struggling, and I'll just envision me going up around from behind him and putting my arms around him and putting my hands on his heart and just saying, I love you, and like giving him this big bear hug, kind of from behind, and put my hands on his heart, and then just imagine us in this green bubble. And these visualizations really do work. They really do feel it. They really do. So their receptivity is changing. The next card I got is Charity, Prayer and Contemplation. So they're asking for our prayers. It says, connect with heaven, ask and you shall receive. But what came with this, what I channeled through, is that they need our help, and not help, I keep saying help. It's not help, it's prayer. To pray for them, because again, they have these demons, and divine can help, and they will, but we have to ask. And so I've been praying to Archangel Michael, please clear, my divine masculine's energy field. Please remove lower vibrations and entity attachments, and any dark lower vibrational energies from his energy field. Please shield and protect him from any further attachments, negative low vibrational energy. And I'll do this daily for him and for myself, and you should do it for yourself as well. And then I'll pray to Archangel Raphael to please help him with healing his heart space, healing his emotional and mental health, and help him fight his addictions, help him to see his addictions and to fight them. And Archangel Michael also for courage, to help him, please help him to have the courage to face his fears and to move forward on his path. And so those are the two that I do daily for them, and it does help. And I had done a channeled message from my divine masculine from another reader, and the message that came through from my divine masculine was, pray for me more. Please pray for me. I need your prayers. They help. And I was like, wow. And that was a direct channeled message from my divine masculine, from his higher self. And he was like begging, please, I'm having a hard time. I am facing fears. I'm trying to get rid of my burdens, but I'm really, really scared. And I need your prayers. I need your love. And to please connect with me in the 5D, please meditate with me. And so that message, I feel, is worthy for everybody. Just so you understand that they really, really do need our love and support. So the next card I got was Holy Spirit, Expect Miracles, which is beautiful. It's such a pretty card. It says, remember that only love is real. Absolutely. Miracles will occur naturally. Spirit has your back. So this is about divine intervention in miracles. There will be, and I've been getting this from my own divine masculine for a long time, there will be miracles occurring and healing occurring for the divine masculine. There will be divine intervention. And it's not necessarily with the karmic partners or anything like that. They're just stepping in and healing and helping the divine masculines, so then the divine masculines can have the strength, can see truth, can feel truth, can know truth, and to also be healed of the interference and demons or lower vibrational energies or attachments, whatever you want to call them, that they can be cleared of that and healed of that, and then have the clarity and the truth without the lies and distractions. And what I had been shown with my own divine masculine, and I think it carries over to this group, this collective, was my divine masculine had been looking at one of those wavy mirrors. You see it like a fun house, and when you look at yourself in that type of wavy mirror, you look very distorted. And that's a mirror that he had been looking at about himself, his truth, who he is, his relationship with his karmic, everything. It was, he's been looking through these distorted lenses, okay, and not seeing things accurately for what they are, and kind of like fog, or trying to look and discern what something looks like in dusk or the dark. And then all of a sudden you have a bright sunshiny day, and that's not what I thought it was. It looks completely different. Or, so they showed my divine masculine looking at a new mirror that was completely perfectly flat and seeing everything for what it is without the illusions. Okay. So divine is going to be stepping in and healing and helping the divine masculines. Next card I got was Green Tara, Supreme Protection. You are protected. Message I got through with this right away was the divine masculines are being very protected and shielded, but also the unions are being protected. There has been a lot of interference. I did another video, if you haven't seen it, about CERN and the matrix and interference with twins and unions. Twin unions are very powerful. The amount of love that's generated from twins coming together in union, and the energy and the vibrational energy that results from that love, raises a vibration of earth, which helps the earth to ascend more, and it bumps us closer and closer to that 5D. So collectively, this is more than just the two of you coming together and having this relationship. When the two of you come together, when twins come together, that love is the highest vibration, okay? That love and that vibration when they're together, especially when being intimate and sharing sacred sexuality in the right sacred way, that energy goes out to the cosmos, to the world, and it raises the vibration of the earth. So imagine all the twins coming, or a wave of twins coming together in union, and all of their love and that energy, and boom, you have this big wave of vibration and bump the earth up and basically push all the dark energy out and shift us to 5D. That sounds beautiful, and that's what we want, but that's not what the dark energies of the earth want. They want to keep us in the dark. So there's interference. So I'm not trying to scare anybody, but this is why we are still here in this separation. Not completely. You still have to do your work. You still have to get into alignment. You still have to do your own healing. You're not gonna come into union unless you do your own healing, and clear your karma, and get into alignment with your mission. Doesn't mean you have to be completely full on in mission, but at least take the steps towards that mission. And doing the self-work and the healing and devoting yourself to that is really the first stages of your mission, and embracing the whole twin flame journey. So you still got to do that, okay? But once you are ready for union, there's this interference is now gone, but it's back to this whole like not abandoning your divine masculine, because they've had a lot of interference affecting them, and causing the doubt, and then us causing doubt and us getting angry, and even controlling the karmic partners, and causing the karmic partners to act in ways where whatever goes on dynamically, the divine masculines are held in this jail, so to speak, and in fear of not stepping away from their karmics. So all of that's gone. So now from this point forward, the unions are protected, and it's just a matter of supporting them while they do their healing, and us doing our healing and our getting in alignment. So that's kind of where that's at. Next card I got was Divine Director, and it says intervention and purpose. So another message about divine intervention. There is divine intervention occurring, and there will be more divine intervention to help the divine masculines and for the union, to help clear the path. And again, protection, just a lot of protection. Next card I got, Lord Shiva Transcendence. And if you notice the snake on his left shoulder, okay, take a look at that. So several messages came through with this. It says transcendence, rise up, honor your inner force. Steps are being given, dance with the universe. So the first part of this message is that they are fighting their demons, they are fighting their fears, they're facing them, and they are rising up above them. They are rising up above their past, their pain, their fear, and they are rising higher. They're working on raising their vibration. They are working on waking up more. They're going through awakening, and they are starting to connect with divine more and recognizing who they are spiritually, and they're honoring that their soul. They're starting to honor their soul path and their soul identity and who they are, and the connection to the divine feminine. The other thing is the snake on the left. So snakes are a feminine energy. The snakes also represent shaman, a female shaman. And the left side of the body is also feminine energy. So what came through very strongly was this, with this card, is that they feel the divine feminine energy with them. So anytime you think of them, you send them love, or that you meditate with them and they show up, they feel your energy. They feel that. They feel, just as you feel your masculine, if you ever sit and meditate and kind of think of them and you can invite their energy in, you can feel their energy come in. They are now feeling us around them. And that came through in my own personal channeled message that I had, was that my divine masculine commented on. He goes, I feel your energy around me all the time, and it's I'm very much aware of our connection. So they are aware. We're not seeing this in the 3D. So we have to kind of let go of the 3D, let go of the fact that they're not whatever you see in the 3D, we have to just completely ignore it. If we don't see them making changes, they're not communicating, whatever it is, that's not accurate. The 3D is more of an illusion. And trust me, I know I get frustrated with it too, but they will make the changes. But for depending where you are at, focus more on the 5D and do your best just not to judge the 3D. Just not to judge it and try to, the truth is what's in the 5D and what you feel energetically. So they are feeling our energy. And so again, when you meditate with them, send them love, and they're going to feel that. They're definitely going to feel that. Okay, Saint Germain was the next card. Karma releasing. More, move beyond drama, create your own path, make room for good energy. Saint Germain is an ascended master, and he is in charge of unions, and he is actually one of the main guides for the divine masculine. He is my twin's main guide, and him and Metatron are and Yeshua are really kind of there's many archangels that are helping them, but Archangel Raziel too, because he helps with transitions. But there's many that are helping them, but Saint Germain is one of the main ones that's in charge, with Metatron in charge of unions. So Saint Germain is very much with them and guiding them. He's helping them to rise above, to move beyond drama, to recognize truth, to stand in their power, to take steps to move forward on their path, and to see their path. He's helping them to see their path. Like I said, removing the illusions of the funhouse mirror and seeing the clarity. And the violet color, he's also the violet flame, right? He carries the violet flame energy. So they're transmuting, but it's the crown chakra. The violet is the crown chakra. So it's helping them to connect to spirit, to have clarity, to know truth, to see truth, of what is karmic and what needs to be released karmically, whether it's an addiction, a job, a relationship. That's karmic. So he's helping them to see this is karmic and I need to release it. So he's guiding them on when is the right timing for them to release it and to see the path in front of them of what their next step is. So he is guiding them. They are being very guided. And the last card I got from this deck was also violet, Lady Portia, Divine Order. It's a pretty card. Do what you feel is right. An important lesson is unfolding. So back to the other one with karma, they're learning karmic lessons. So if they're still stuck with their karmic partner, it's because they haven't learned their lessons yet. They have to learn their lessons and they have to learn it on their own. I at one point was helping my divine masculine too much, sending him, videos or articles or memes or whatever it was, and thinking I'm helping him. And, well, that might be true on one level. Divine was like, and my masculine was like, no, I got to learn this on my own. That's not up to us to do that for them. They have to do it on their own. Kind of thing. We need to send them the love and the energy and support, kind of like, think of it as a coach. You're not going to play the game for them, but you can be the coach, or like like they're playing the game and you're on the sidelines, like cheering them on, like, yeah, come on, you can do it. You can do it. You've got this. That's what they need. They need us to be like a coach on the sidelines. A little bit of guidance, lots of love. So divine order, it's also about divine timing. So they are, again, being guided through the crown chakra by divine, by spirit. What is the right thing to do? Knowing that truth, taking the next step, and being guided with when is the right time to make their next step. So that's that deck of cards. I am going to do, I have my tarot deck here, and I've got a few questions I'm going to ask with this, and we'll wrap up. I'm going to try to keep this under an hour so I don't have to have 2 videos. slice together. All right, first question I'm asking is, what is the overall energy of the Divine Masculine Spirit? Hello. 2 cards. Wow. Overall energy of this Divine Masculine. Okay, so very powerful cards. We get the Chariot and the Sun. So the Chariot, they are balancing, what I'm getting with this is they are balancing their energies. They're balancing the Divine Masculine and Feminine energies within. They're balancing their emotions. They're working on balancing their emotions, and they're working on taking steps to move forward. They're not stuck. They're not as stuck as we think. They are progressing. They are moving forward. Okay. Now, whether this is big steps that they're moving out, and my pendulum is going crazy saying yes. I use my pendulum to kind of make sure I'm channeling the right thing. It gives me really good feedback. Whether they're taking really big steps to literally move or end a job or to end a relationship, or just to smaller steps of releasing addictions. So they are making progress, they are taking steps, they're making change, because the Chariot's about forward movement and change. But it's also about balancing energies, balancing emotions, balancing their mental health. The Sun, they're looking forward, they're hopeful for the future. The Sun is a very masculine energy, so they're feeling very strong and very hopeful about the future. They are working on abundance and what to create for the future. But it's they're working on finding their balance and their harmony, and that within themselves, harmonizing. They're harmonizing. Okay, that's what I'm getting. They're harmonizing with the Chariot. They're harmonizing and balancing their emotions, and more light is coming into them. They're finding more light within them, is what I'm getting with this. So Spirit, what is their... Oh, I'm feeling... Is this also their overall energy? Okay, this was at the top. That just kind of came out when I moved it. Strength. So we got 3 major arcanas for their overall energy, and this is strength. So they're feeling strong, and they're this group of Divine Masculines is feeling strong. And the Strength card is a feminine energy. So this is also the strength of their Divine Feminine. So those of you that are really being supportive of your Divine Masculine and praying for them, connecting with them in the 5D, meditating with them, helping to heal them, they feel that, and it gives them strength. So they are, the light of the Divine Feminine is giving them strength. So this is why it's so incredibly important to shine your light, raise your vibration, keep your vibration up as much as you're able to stay strong, for you to be courageous, because that transmutes or transmits to them, and they feel that. And as we go up, we help to pull them up, and it encourages them to rise up. If we stay at a low vibration and frustrated, then they're not going to move anywhere, because as we rise, they rise. Okay. What is overall union energy, Spirit? What is the overall union energy of this group of twin flames, please, Spirit? Whoa! Too many cards there. I don't mind a couple falling out, but not that many. Just, what is the overall union energy, please, Spirit? Okay, thank you. High Priestess. I got the High Priestess. They don't want us to know. They don't want us to know. Secrets. It's a secret. We're not meant to know. Is that the right message, Spirit? Yeah, we're not meant to know. There you go. Don't ask. They don't want us to focus on that. They want us to focus on the healing and love and support right now. So, yeah. And I had gotten that same message for myself and my own twin. Was one of the meanings of the High Priestess is It's a secret, and it's not meant to be known. So some things are not meant to be known until it's the right time. And not to get attached to the timeline, to the outcome, to the union, to focus on the healing and the journey and the support and getting into alignment and the self-love right now. That's what we're meant to be focusing on, not on what are the union energies. So yeah, so it's not meant to be known. So there you go. What is the mental space of this group of divine masculines? What is the mental space of this group of divine masculines? What is the mental space spirit of this group of divine masculines? Thank you. King of Pentacles. Wow, they're feeling strong. They're saying trust. King of Pentacles is about loyalty and trust. So they're feeling grounded. No, they're not feeling grounded. They're working on grounding themselves. They're working on it. They are trying to ground themselves down. They are asking for trust. So they're working on trusting themselves. They're working on trusting themselves is what I'm getting, actually. Yeah, they're working on trusting themselves and trusting the path and trusting their mission. So they're working, because the King of Pentacles is about trust and loyalty, devotion. Message about devotion we got again, right? So it's devotion. They are working on devoting themselves to their journey, to their soul mission and their soul path, and to the healing. They're not feeling grounded right now, but they are working on it. So this is why they kind of need our love and our prayers to help them to feel grounded. But they are feeling strong. They're just working on, they need help to feel grounded. And they're working on trusting themselves. So if we mirror that back, if we're not trusting them, then they're not going to trust themselves, right? So we can help them to have that trust in themselves and trust in the plan and the path if we trust them and more. Okay, so whatever energy you send to them, however you think of them, is kind of how they're gonna be, in a sense. So it's like positive affirmations and intention setting, right? What is their heart space overall, Spirit? Oh, Page of Wands. So in their heart, Page of Wands. So Page of Wands, their heart space overall, spirituality and their mission. So they are, in their heart, they're beginning to know and understand that they have a mission. That part of being a twin flame is the mission, it's the work. And it's, you know, the wands or the fire energy is also spirituality. It's a spiritual work, connecting to spirit. Page is a very young energy. So it's kind of like a new beginning, a new start, a new journey. So they are at the beginning stages of their journey, of their mission work and their spiritual quest. And they're feeling this truth in their heart that I'm here because I have a special purpose, and I need to follow this soul journey and this soul path. So I do have a special purpose here. So that's what the truth they're feeling in their heart. How are they feeling in their heart for their divine feminine? How are they feeling for their divine feminine, Spirit? Thank you. Oh, wow. Lovers. Hello. Lovers. Love. That's powerful. They're feeling love. Look at that, my pendulum. Yep, they are feeling a lot of love for their divine feminine. They are recognizing this connection. They are recognizing the twin flame connection. They are recognizing the love. They have love for their divine feminines in their heart. They see, are they seeing their divine feminines as lovers? No, they're not seeing you as a lover, but they have love for you. They have tremendous love for you. No matter what you're seeing in the 3D, they have tremendous love for you. They feel the connection. They know that there's a connection and a bond. They are understanding and they're feeling now the truth in their heart of the connection of being twin flames. They're starting to accept and recognize that you guys are twin flames. So what are they needing? What's this group of divine masculines needing from their divine feminines? What is this group of divine masculines needing from their divine feminines? What is this group? Thank you. Ooh, that was a bunch of cards. Not feeling these cards. Does that have a message? No, not feeling these cards. Okay, throwing those back. Not feeling them. All right, what was I asking? What are they needing? Hello, I forgot what I was asking. What divine masculines, what are you needing from your divine feminine? What do you need right now from your divine feminine? Divine masculines, what do you need from your divine feminine? Hello. Ooh, they're being quiet. What do you need from your divine feminine? I said this was a question to ask, so they're not answering. Divine masculines, what are you needing from your divine feminine? There we go. Works every time. This is what you're needing from your divine feminine. Does this card have a message? Okay, so let's see what came up. Aha, that makes more sense. Okay, all right, so I got 2 swords. I had 4 cards jumped out, and the one that was on top is a 2 swords. So divine masculine is needing the divine feminine to look into the future, know that he's looking into the future, and to connect and to trust that they are feeling this connection of twin flames, to trust them that they are looking into the future at their path and where this journey is taking, and to work together. The 2 of Wands is about partnership, and it's also twin flame union. It's also about your spiritual work. It's working together spiritually. This is about working together as a partnership spiritually for mission. It's a lot about mission. So they're needing divine feminines to work on mission. You can work with your divine masculine in your mission by connecting with them energetically. When you merge with them energetically and communicate with them telepathically, you're doing mission with them. They allow their energy in because they'll help you with your mission energetically just by merging your chakras. So connect with them telepathically, communicate with them. They can help you with your mission work through the 5D in a very indirect, by supporting you. And also when you allow their energy in, it heals you, and as you heal, you become stronger so you can get further onto your mission path. So it's all very, very interconnected. Also trust them that they are looking at things, they are looking at the future, they are, um, you know, they're not just stagnant, okay? They're not stagnant. Um, the other card that came up, they want them, is the Emperor. They want their divine feminines to know that they are working on taking charge of things, okay? So the Emperor came up with that. So they're just wanting their divine feminines to know, look, I'm doing the best I can to be strong. I know I'm the divine masculine, because the Emperor is kind of the divine masculine card. I know I'm the divine masculine. I know what the path is and where it's leading, and that I am working on being strong and taking control and taking charge of my path and my future, and to make the changes that I need to make. Okay, so they want their divine feminines to know that. Do they want their divine feminines to know this? Okay, the other one that they want their divine feminines to know is King of Swords. So King of Swords, that is basically truth. They want their divine feminines to know that they are doing their best to speak their truth. They, you know, we've got the Courage card, right? So they're doing their best to speak their truth, to recognize their truth, to take their mask off, to see clearly, to see truth, to know truth, to feel truth, and to go into their heart space to know their truth in their heart space. And kind of cutting through the crap, cutting through the BS, cutting through the illusions, cutting through, cutting karmic ties. They're taking their sword of truth and they're just cutting one thing out after another that doesn't serve them. So they are working on this. So it's really, and it's a lot about truth. So that's two strong energies, the Emperor and King of Swords. Very strong energy for them. So they're feeling pretty strong. What was on the bottom of the deck of, and remember the original question that I asked was, what do they need from their divine feminine? And I get this from my masculine in my own readings all the time, Page of Cups. Page of Cups is a fun, young energy. It is childlike energy. It's being silly. So he's got a fish. If you look real close in the cup, there's a fish. Like, he's just playing around, being goofy, you know, like, hello, there's a fish in my cup. You know, it's just, and my divine masculine asked me to have this energy too. Have fun, be light, be playful, laugh more, dance, just, you know, watch a child play and embrace that same similar energy, that very light, you know, not a heavy, serious energy, but just have fun, to lighten up, to, and it's about love. Like it's a light childlike love, you know, very innocent. It's a very innocent love energy. So they want their divine feminines to love them. So they need the love from the divine feminines. And what's under that came up, I feel, as a message, is temperance. So this is healing. Okay. So they're needing healing. They're needing love from us to help them heal. She's pouring this angel. Temperance is also angelic guidance. And this angel is pouring from one cup to another. So, you know, it's support them emotionally and with love. And so they can have the strength to fill their own cup up. Praying for them for angelic guidance. And for healing. Temperance is about healing and also patience. So to be patient with them, okay, not attached to timelines, but also to pray for healing and to know that they are working on their healing, and for the divine feminines to work on their own healing. So they want their divine feminines to send them love, but to more see them, let go of the attachment of seeing them as a lover, as a potential mate, and even though that might be in your path, but in terms of your thinking, They want you to be in the place of more of a friendship, seeing them as a friend. Because when you love someone as a close friend, it takes away the expectations and the attachment. You love them, but you have a really good friend and you can go a long time with not talking to them, and a really good strong friendship when you not talk to each other for months and then you talk to each other and it's like, oh man, how have you been? Let's catch up. And there's never any harsh feelings or judgment. It's like, why haven't you called me? Or, what are you doing? There's none of that, right? So that's the energy we got to get rid of. See, have this more of a friendship type love and bond, perspective and energy with them, and work on your own healing and your own self-love, and send love to them. So that's what's coming through with that. What do they want the divine feminine to focus on? I think that kind of answered that. Future energy for union, and we'll wrap up because I've got 4 minutes. Future energy. What is a future energy for this group? For unions. What is a future union energy, spirit? Future union energy. Hello. Jumpy cards. Future union energy, please. If we're meant to know. Maybe we're not meant to know. Are we meant to know future union energies for this group? What is a future union energy, please, spirit, for this group of twin flames? I like that. The Fool. New beginnings. So trust that the divine masculine is going to take the steps, or they are taking the steps to make changes and take the leap of faith and move forward in their life on their path. That they are going to, there is going to be a new beginning. Okay. So like I said, we're energetically January 2019, we're transitioning into new energy, new karmic cycles. So there is new karmic cycles that are going to be beginning. So this is about new beginnings. Okay. So future union energy is the divine masculine taking that leap of faith, and you guys and coming together. And on the bottom of the deck was Queen of Cups, which is about love and healing. Okay, it's about love and healing, but it's also Queen of Cups is also about relationship reconciliation and coming back together. So relationship healing and coming back together. Yeah, and love. So healing, love, new beginnings, and coming together. So new beginnings for a relationship. That's what I'm getting for that. So that's what I've got. I'm trying to keep this under an hour because my movie maker only goes to an hour and it ends, and I'm at 58 minutes. So I'm going to wrap that up. If you have any questions, let me know. I'm doing energy work for twin flames, for anybody, but also for twin flames, because it opening up the chakras, balancing them, clearing the energy field helps. And when you do Reiki or energy work for the divine feminine or for twin flames, if it's your true twin flame, their energy is going to come in. If their higher self chooses to and accepts the healing, their energy is going to come in and merge. And I've done just this week 3 Arcturian Reiki sessions for twin flames, and all 3 their divine masculine showed up, and I was able to open chakras up and remove blocks for both the feminine and the masculine. And so it doesn't take just one session, it takes several, but it does work. So put a comment in, email me if you'd like to do a session, and we can schedule a session. And there's different types. And I do pull some cards as well and do some follow-up kind of coaching that goes with the energy work. So it's a combination of the energy work, some coaching, and then depending how long of a session, a small card reading to kind of go with it. So that is the end of my message. Thank you, everybody, and I hope this helps you, guide you, and give you some guidance. Bye-bye.